It's voting day. I haven't stepped foot in this place in 5 years. My eyes lit up to all the change. As I make my way to Andy Hall, I am greeted by volunteers. As I get my ballot, I am told by 2 women that I look like Bruno Mars. Lady number 2 asks if I can sing and dance like Bruno Mars, to which I respond, well, of course. Who would I be if I said no? With confidence and closure, I cast my vote, got my sticker, and headed to my nearest McDonald's. Only this time, I ordered for 2. One for me, and one for the man who stands out in the cold every day, whose sign says, "Smile, have a nice day." With gratitude and compassion, it was goodbye drive-thru and hello veganism. A man by the name of Eddie greeted me, accompanied by his dog Shanti and my box of nuggets. He enlightens earthlings all over the earth and gave me important information my angels wanted me to digest. Vegan is in the heart, and we act with our hearts. Those who would never harm animals would cast their votes 3 times a day. So today, I'll cast my vote, and tomorrow, I'll cast 3. Hi everyone, it's Jacob. Good afternoon, wherever you are. Today I'm going to be talking about why is veganism important. I want to start off by saying that I've been vegan for just about 2.5 months now. And I feel like it's changed my life in ways that I didn't necessarily expect. When I first heard about being vegan, I thought it was all about your diet, what's in here. And I know that it's the healthiest diet to be plant-based, and I thought it was going to be such a challenge because, like everyone else, we're so conditioned to eat certain foods growing up. Like, growing up, I would always be taken with my mom or wherever to McDonald's, and I would get, the sausage and egg McMuffins for breakfast, or me and my dad would run through In-N-Out and get a burger, or I would get milkshakes from, different restaurants, like the Oreo milkshakes. Me and my mom, whenever we would travel together and get a hotel, we always had this tradition of getting a pizza from Domino's. So I've grown up like everyone else, just kind of eating these foods. But it's important to also recognize that veganism, it's not just about the food that we consume. It's really a lifestyle. Eddie, the man who approached me, on that day, he said something that I'll never forget. He said, Jacob, being vegan, it's not like what's in here. It's what's in here. Your diet, that's plant-based. Being vegan is in your heart. And that always stuck with me because that is so true, Obviously, to this day, when I pass by certain things that I've grown up loving and eating, I can remember exactly how it tastes and miss it for the sentimental value that it had, and honestly, for just the experience of eating it. But the first thing that I want to point out with veganism is it's important because when you choose to go vegan, you are creating change. You're creating change in the world where there is less harm. And in a world that's already so dark and full of so much chaos and harm, it makes all the difference, truly, to take just one step. you know? Going into this, I never knew if I was going to fully commit, you know? I just wanted to give it a try. But I commit, and it's been so easy for me to change and adapt to this new lifestyle because I feel so good in my heart about the difference that I'm making. When I walk by animals, when I see people walking their dogs, when I, watch birds in the sky, or when I see pictures of animals even, I feel better about the difference that I'm making because, boy, is it really cryptic to be wearing dead animal on your skin, or in your hair, or even consuming it, Eddie wanted to show me a really cryptic video of like animals getting slaughtered and all of that, and I didn't want to watch that, but I still committed, not knowing that I would. I used to be someone that was so stubborn and like against change, and like you could have never told me that I was gonna just go vegan, and for it to honestly be that easy, because I was someone that so struggled with sticking to a diet, like you have no idea. It was so hard for me to let go of my sweet tooth, which I still have, but it was so hard for me to give up processed food or fast food or, stick to a diet. I could honestly only stick to a diet for 2 weeks, and then I would like kind of throw in the towel. Something would happen. I would get sick, or there would be like a traumatic or just a negative experience in life that would just have me go back to food. And honestly, if I can do it, you can, because food has honestly been a coping mechanism for me throughout my life. So to completely change my diet, to say the least, was the most eye-opening thing for me, because I never knew that I would be able to change my diet so easily and to go fully plant-based. Honestly, you could have never told old me that that would be the case. But veganism is important because it affects each and every one of us every single day. It's not just about the diet, but it feels really good knowing that I'm making a positive difference in the world. There's a lot of ways you can make a positive difference, but to know that my relationship with animals has changed, my view of the world has changed. When I walk on the streets and I see people sitting at like a Bob's Burger or like in an In-N-Out drive-thru, I'll be honest, I am a little judgmental. And not because they don't have what it takes to go vegan, or not because they should be, because I am. Like, I'm not perfect. I'm just saying it really is so easy to see the difference that it makes if you choose to. And it really is so easy to commit to the change because of the difference you're making. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think my experience with this would be as easy as it was. But it has been. And, if you can walk away with one piece of advice from this video, I would just say, try it for a day. And that doesn't mean to go on like a full different diet. That could mean getting a different kind of skincare product that doesn't have animal in it. Getting different lotion that's like, not from Bath and Body Works, or getting a different hair product. Trying it out, seeing how you feel. Going to a vegan restaurant tonight instead of your typical. Trying a vegan pizza or a vegan burger, or whatever you like, or plant-based sushi or whatever, and just trying it for tonight and see how you feel. See if you're just as satisfied. You don't have to stick to it, or you can, but put your money somewhere else today, because a lot of people will sit here and say, oh, well, I'm not going to go vegan because like the whole world is still like, fucking around and eating animal product, and like I'm not making a difference because, the killing of animals is still going to happen and whatnot. But that's completely far from the truth, because the thing is, you are the change. You making that change, even if it's just for a day, is the change that we need to see in the world. Even if it's just for a day and you don't commit to it fully for your whole life. Who knows? I might not commit to it fully my whole life. I have my whole life ahead of me. to live in the moment day by day. So I'm not quite sure. But all I can say is I feel really good about what I'm doing right now because I'm making a positive difference in the world. And truly holding that power is priceless. It's more satisfying than any sort of burger or pizza or anything that I could be eating right now. And truth is, there's plant-based things everywhere. There's such a misconception around it and how, oh, well, I'm going to have to be in the kitchen now 24/7 and eat, and oh, my life's going to be so much more expensive and whatnot. It's just not true. Like, there's so many options and it all tastes great and it all honestly tastes like the same. But I think you will really take away something if you stick to it just for a minute to say, you know what? Even if it's a big or small difference, I made a positive change in the world today. I gave my money to a corporation that is not supporting the killing of animals today. And make whatever change you want in the world. It doesn't have to be veganism. The only thing is just try to create a change where we are removing the harm that goes on in the world. It can be littering, and that's harmful for the earth. You know what I mean? And picking up trash or not throwing your gum on the floor. It can be, speaking up and advocating against harassment or hate crime or crime. Like, you can advocate whatever speaks to you, but it really does feed you more than those products when you just know and feel that you can wake up every day knowing that you're making a better difference in the world. And it's not even just about, oh, look, can we influence the whole world? Can we really make a change? You're making a change for you. You know what I mean? That's all that really matters. For me, I'm enjoying life way better because I wake up every day with a lighter energy because I know, for me, that I'm making a change. And that change feels good. Indulging in certain food feels great too. Is it good for you? No. But do we always do things that are good for us? No. But just be open to it, because I never saw vegan that way until Eddie spoke to me. And when he put it that way, it made me receive it differently, and it actually made me willing to try. And once I just tried, I just stuck to it. Like, I didn't even think about, like, okay, we're committing to this diet and this diet. Remove the misconception around veganism and that it's a diet.